hi, good day, good night, good evening, depending on what time you happen to be watching this. Welcome to another episode of House of Stars. I'm your girl Starre, and today, as you can see from the title, I'm reading on the energies for the month of February. Now, I usually don't do readings like this, where I do like a monthly, like general energy read, but this month has been a very interesting month, especially now that we're sitting in the energy of the Mercury retrograde. I've just noticed a big shift, especially when the new year came in. I feel like that great conjunction that happened really made a huge influence how the past couple months so far has been feeling. So I thought I would kind of just tap into that with spirit and just kind of see what's coming up, just so that if anyone's kind of been going through any strange encounters or any strange changes within themselves, that this video could be of a reference for you to understand what the heck could be going on. Again, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel. And if you haven't as well, gotten a private reading with me, you can always hit me up on my listings. All my links are in the description box. And I'll get back to you as soon as I can for you to book that reading. All right, so let's just get into it. First things first, off the table, we know what's going on right now. We are currently sitting in a wanting mood because we just had a full moon. We are sitting and stationed fully into Mercury retrograde. And also we are in Aquarius season, which is now we're also in a new century, which is not only are we in Aquarius season, we're also in the age of Aquarius. So meaning that every element of what that's happening right now in that time really definitely brings a lot of influence for the month of February. Okay? So let me just tap in. Okay, first thing I just heard was cut off. Cut off, cut off, cut off. So a lot of people may be experiencing where you've been feeling in a space where you want to cut some people off, where you're just like, you know what? I don't know if you do it for me anymore. I don't know if you're who I see as a person that I want to continue my future with. And that doesn't necessarily mean when it comes to like you're no good anymore, but it's deeper than that. I almost get the feeling where it's like we're kind of shifting within ourselves on a deeper level. And we were coming out of an age where there was a lot of superficiality, a lot of ego-based energy going on, a lot of holding on to the past, a lot of unresolved issues that were going on within our spirit. And it seemed like during that time, a lot of people were building relationships, situations, and making life choices based on that energy. And we are moving into an era where that is kind of falling to the wayside. So the cutoff may not necessarily be a person. The cutoff could be like, I'm going to cut off drinking, or I'm going to cut off partying all the time. I'm going to cut off how I eat. You know what I mean? I'm going to cut off the way that I procrastinate on a daily basis. It's just pretty much putting an end. But I'm like literally seeing a knife go down. So like putting an end to the things that are hindering you from you being your utmost greatest good. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people were ruminating in the energy of what's next? What am I going to do? What am I good at? Why haven't I made it yet? And it's like, it's kind of like we're moving into the season where it's like, the energies are like, there's like a mirror happening where the energies are putting like a mirror to your face and allowing you to really look at yourself in your rawness, okay? So meaning that there's a lot of people right now that are probably doing a lot of shadow work, okay? I just recently did some shadow work the last week or sometime, and it was a lot, you know what I mean? It was a big revelation for me on many ways, because I was just like, ew, like, you know what I mean? Sometimes in life, it feels like, it's like we get hit with trauma. And when we're hit with trauma, we're given, it comes with a certain burden. And even the burden starts to get comfortable. You know what I mean? And sometimes people use that burden to even protect themselves. And you know deep down inside that you don't need this burden anymore. You can release it. You can move on. It's a past. It's not what you need anymore. Um, but we're moving into a season right now, or in the month of February especially, where you're going to be forced to release that burden. When I say forced, I mean it's like it doesn't serve you anymore. It's like a fucking tight jacket that you used to wear in grade 9 when you used to be slimmer. It ain't gonna fit you no more. Okay, so a lot of people are gonna be going through the stages of that, and it's like what I suggest for people, especially those that are still trying to hold on to like old shit that don't serve you anymore. Allow the tower to fall. You know what I mean? Sometimes when it comes to life, especially it says it in the Bible. Okay, I know a lot of everyone's not in the Bible, but I identify as a Christian spiritualist, so I believe in God. And when I say this, it's like the biggest miracles in life and the most best things that ever happen to people is when people have stepped out of their comfort zone. If you are in a space that you don't want to step out of your comfort zone, and you're not willing to let go of what it takes for you to actually grow as a person, just be prepared to be constantly dealing with the same shit on a daily basis. And I feel like 2021 is gonna be one of those years that it's like, okay, you wanna hold on to it this time? Okay, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. I don't know, I don't know if you guys watched the 2021 video that I said. I feel like the three elements of air is going to play out throughout this year. The Aquarius, the Gemini, the Libra. Those three seasons of the year are going to be very strong transitional times during this period. I'm not exactly sure why, but this is why I'm when I seen it and what Spirit's telling me that during this period, those three seasons are going to be very prominent. Okay, so right now, when it comes to Aquarius season, Aquarius is not just all about cutting things. You know what I mean, like a sharp cut. Because I don't know why in my mind I keep on seeing the Ace of Swords, but this is also a time of truth. So whether you speak to somebody and they tell you the truth, there's something that you never knew before and you're now finding out the truth, or you're probably finding out some truths about yourself, or just in general, just having a strong epiphany and awareness moment. That is something that's going to also take place in the month of February. Funny thing, the month of February, I feel like it's a very loving month. I don't know why that, but I do feel like, I don't know, there's probably a lot of people that are going to probably have been feeling the emphasis on self-love. You know what I mean? Wanting to love yourself more and having more respect and honor for yourself, okay? During the month of February, I do suggest, especially those that are doing any kind of self-love work or doing work to like build up their confidence or have recognition of self, it's very essential for you to kind of work with rose. I don't know, I'm seeing rose, and I'm also seeing rose and jasmine are two herbs that you can really work really well with. So whether it's essential oils, whether you work with petals, drinking the tea, splashing some oil on yourself, lighting a candle for yourself, those are two energies that you really need to work with. Because what people need to understand when it comes with the essence of truth, the essence of truth and love are both essence and emblems of God. Okay? God is a God that when he brings you the truth and when he gives you clarity, he also brings peace and love with it. Okay? So just know that while you're going through your transitions of change and, going through your transition of change and understanding of self or understanding of situation, that throughout it all that you are loving yourself and loving yourself for the decisions that you've either made in the past or whatever it is that you need to make peace with. When it comes to the month of February is also a money month. And when I say money, I'm not necessarily talking about growth in money, but I think that there's going to be a lot of awareness on how you make your money. A lot of people might actually get to a space of taking a leap of faith and actually looking into possibilities of getting self-employment, or starting a new project, or going after that career or job, or going to school for that course that you've always been scared of doing, but finally just taking the leap of faith. That's also something that is happening in this month. I feel like this month is a big jump ahead for a lot of people in many ways, and that's because I feel because of the energies, especially the planets and how they are situating right now, over the course of this month, it's dropping a lot of burden. Okay, dropping a lot of burden. But it's funny because I feel like a lot of the burden, and the energies that are being dropped all sit in the sector of the element of water, emotions. Okay, so you're gonna. This is a season of touching on childhood traumas, um, relationship traumas, family structures and upbringing, bringing awareness and breaking generational curses, um, interpersonal relationships as well. And the reason why Spirit is also showing me this because they're also showing me it's actually an energy that's going to carry from now and over to the next month because it's like they're showing me the first 3 months of the year. And it's really what you're dropping is the essence and the energies that were carried at the end of the age of Aquarius. Okay. And I think specifically what they are actually drawing attention to is the last 10 years of the age of Aquarius. If you notice during that time, which actually now that Spirit's showing me, it makes sense. A lot of people, there was a lot of emphasis on mental health, um, emotional issues, um, having a hard time getting over the past. Fuck my ex. You know what I mean? My ex did this. Oh, people did me dirty. Like there was a lot of that energy that was there. So moving into the age of Aquarius over the next 3 months, that essence and the energies that have been built up during those times is going to be dropped. And that's why you're going to find that a lot of people are going to have a lot more emotional clarity, and be a little bit more sound and real with how they feel, is another thing as well. But this month overall it's a huge month of awareness and understanding. So be mindful during this month. Make sure that you journal, write things down. I don't know, strong emphasis on writing things down. Write things down, journal, keep your prayers strong. And of course, I'm also hearing, funny enough, why I'm hearing this from Spirit is, I don't know if anyone here is into obviously watching like different horoscope videos, but take a look at Aquarius and see how much of an Aquarius reading resonates for you. Just because a lot of people, even if we don't have Aquarius in their chart or not like Aquarius prominent, um, this season has a strong influence on a lot of different signs, on many signs, or all of them, as a matter of fact, is what I'm seeing. So that's it. If you guys have any suggestions at all of what kind of videos that you want to see or what you want me to read on, outside of doing celebrity psychic readings, like I'm still going to read on celebrities, but you know what I mean? Like anything that you like, any informative videos like this, obviously horoscopes, please leave the suggestions in the description box, and I'll definitely look into them, as well. If this resonates for you, make sure that you put that in a description box. Sorry, not a description, comment box as well. Also, if you want to get a private reading for me, you can hit me up. All my links and everything are in the description box. And if you haven't already, today I just posted a new video on my Patreon. So there's two different patrons that you can get, which is Intuitive Daughters and Figure Eight Manifestors. So the Intuitive Daughters is obviously learning how to open up your gifts, your psychic gifts, and to read and things like that. And Figure Eight Manifestors, of course, is the more manifestation, magic, spell work type side and things like that. So I'll also drop that link in the description box as well. So I do want to thank you for your time and rocking with me. May God bless you and the angels protect you. Good night.